All right, hey everybody. So welcome to another after every whatever the hell this movie is movie video. Actually, after watching the trailer, that title is pretty apt. After whatever the hell this movie thing is. Um. So anyway, even though I'm not going to react to the trailer just yet, I'm going to wait until they actually officially release it and also release it in English. Um. I still want to give my thoughts on it. I still want to give my quick thoughts on it because boy, do I have a lot of thoughts on this thing. And this thing made me feel things that I never thought possible, especially when it comes to an after film. This thing made me feel things that I never thought possible. No, before we get too deep into this, let me go ahead and just say something right here up at the front, just to kind of say something quickly positive. The cinematography is great, but even in the Portugal stuff, like the cinematography is great, the cinematography is fantastic, but look at where they filmed. It's like the 365 Days franchise. Considering where they filmed, all you have to do is just literally point and shoot, and you're gonna get some great location shots. But kind of dovetailing, talking about the cinematography, one of my biggest concerns walking into this film, or actually with all the marketing and like the more that we see about it, one of my biggest concerns was the fact that we have two separate directors, two separate cinematographers, and boy howdy does it show in this trailer. All the issues are front and center with the fact that you can tell what was shot in Portugal and what was shot in Bulgaria because of the aesthetics, because of the lighting, because of the cinematography. They do not match. They are at cross purposes and they do not match. And it looks horrific in this trailer. And it's just as bad as I feared. And it was why I made a video kind of talking about this, why I made a video saying, like, hey, there's a problem here. It's why I made tweets saying, like, hey, there's a problem here. That trailer was 2 minutes of we got a freaking problem. But here's the bigger issue that I have though. It doesn't feel like an after film. The cinematography of like the Portugal scenes, like it doesn't feel like an after film. Like it doesn't even feel like this is even from the same franchise. Somebody pointed out, and I think rightfully so, that there is a scene in this trailer where Harden is meeting with a book publishing agent in a club, and it looks like something straight out of John Wick. When we actually get to, the big Portugal scenes, when he's out and about walking around, like when he's on the beach, like when he's walking the streets, it looks like 365 days. It looks like a travel brochure mixed with 365 days. So the cinematography looks like 365 days meets a travel brochure meets John Wick Chapter 4. But notice I didn't say after. It doesn't feel like an after film. That's one of the bigger issues, is that it doesn't even feel like this is from the same franchise. It doesn't even feel like the people who even made, the Portugal stuff has even seen this franchise, because usually like most of the cinematography like throughout the entire franchise has sort of been kind of, a little bit similar. But yeah, no, like this doesn't even feel like it's even from the same universe as the other films. But I also want to talk about another big problem that I have with this trailer, and I'm sure I'm going to have with the film. Let's talk about Harden's arc. Let's talk about Harden's character, because they are finally bringing up the fact that, about what he did to Natalie. They're finally bringing Natalie into this, and they're finally bringing Harden's, real past about how he treated women and how he recorded, women without their consent. They're finally bringing this into the franchise in the final film. Here's the problem. In the same film, he is going to get his happy ending. He is going to get the reuniting with Tessa. And after watching this and after, being beaten over the head with like, hey, this is what he did, I am not going to be in the mood. I am not going to be in the mood to watch this man, get his happy ending. And I think that somebody correctly pointed out on Twitter that the only time I liked Harden was at the end of After Ever Happy, and they've ruined that for me. Yeah, that's exactly what After Everything has done. It has ruined the character of Harden. There is a scene in this trailer where Sebastian, who is the friend of Natalie, where he literally gets in Hardin's face and says, if it were my will, probably the translation is off, but like, if it were my will, you would rot, in a jail. And it's like, yeah, like Hardin has done some pretty fucked up shit in his life that he's never actually really had to face any real consequences. And so it might not be a great idea, for like your final film to, say like, hey, by the way, this guy did a whole lot of nasty shit, and oh, by the way, but we're still gonna give him his happy ending. Fuck that. No, he does not deserve a happy ending. Another thing that I had a problem with this trailer is that there's a scene in this trailer where Hardin and Natalie are on a boat and they're talking, and Hardin says, if it weren't for the book, I would still have Tessa. Okay, movie, screenwriters, male director, male screenwriter, y'all better not let that go unchallenged. Because I'm sorry, but he's done about 50 trillion different things that has nothing, and I do mean nothing, to do with the book. The book was just literally Tessa finally having enough. The book was literally just Tessa finally the straw that broke the camel's back for this poor girl. Like, that was just her final straw. But that was a lot of buildup. So I hope that they do not let that go unchallenged, because I could make an entire video, I'm not going to, but I could make an entire video talking about the fact that, like, no, like, that Yi did a lot more than just write a book. He did a lot more than just write a book. But I kind of want to talk about Tessa, because this trailer kind of, it really drove home the point that Tessa has become a supporting character, and I think that's putting it mildly, has become a supporting character in her own story. That this movie is so laser focused on Hardin's, betterment of himself, which is great. Just show him, doing the work. Okay, fine. There's a lot of problems with the Portugal scenes, but, okay, fine. But guess what? Tessa also deserves her betterment. Tessa also deserves, her arc. Tessa also deserves, to be front and center in her own goddamn story. So if you were going to do something like this, instead of doing what my theory is, which is that, this is going to be Hardin's point of view, the sixth movie is going to be Tessa's point of view, they're going to save the kids, they're going to put it into that, instead of doing something like that, I don't think they're going to do it, and I think you guys have already screamed at me saying that they're not going to do that, and I know that it completely flies in the face of everything that we know about this stupid studio and this entire franchise. But if they were gonna do like something like what I'm theorizing, then they should have just done it in this film. They should have just, had split it down the middle and, did half of it, be, Hardin's, Hardin, trying to better himself, and then, paralleling, that with Tessa, and kind of, make it, but they couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do that. So they decided to make an entire movie focus on Hardin, and again, drawing in all the other fucked up shit that he's done. And so now they're going to expect us to be happy with his happy ending at the end of this movie after watching him revert back to not even movie one, book Hardin one. Because this thing screams book Hardin. This does not even scream movie Hardin. Because remember, they have not brought up Natalie up until this point. They have not mentioned Natalie in these films, or at least drawn attention to it, up until this point. So this is not even movie Hardin, this is book Hardin. Because if you remember, that first movie, they toned it, Disney-fied this shit all the way down to a PG-13, PG, that, this would have been too much for the first film. Like this whole thing about what he's actually done would have been ooh, no, oh, pearl clutching, oh, gotta clutch my pearls there, because it's oh, no, that is too much. And so now they decided to do it in this film. In the year of our Lord 2023, we are going to see them draw attention to the fact that this man, recorded women without their consent, and then expect us to be happy about his happy ending. Actually be happy for him and Tessa to finally get back together. And I want to point out one more thing. There is currently a major blockbuster getting ready to come out next month called The Little Mermaid, and they have revealed that they are actually going to, change some of the lyrics and kiss the girl to, because times have changed and, opinions have changed when it comes to consent, to actually draw attention to the consent. And so, yes, Disney is doing this, and yet Voltage is thinking that in the year of our Lord, 2023, is the time to draw attention to the fact that the main romantic lead in this franchise, recorded women without their consent, has never faced any type of consequences for that, by the way, has never faced any jail time, has never even been arrested, has never seen the inside of a courtroom, has never faced any real consequences, and yet we're going to be expected to sit there and applaud, which we will, when he and Tessa get back together. I, for one, will not be applauding because, like this person said, the only time I liked Harden was at the end of After Ever Happy, and they've ruined that for me. Because, this is the completely wrong, boneheaded, moronic decision that I've ever seen, this studio make in a history of moronic, boneheaded decisions. Like, I wish I could be in that editing room to scream, don't do this. Please, for the love of God, don't do this. All right, so anyway, when the full trailer comes out, I will be giving my more expanded thoughts. I will be going, bit by bit through the trailer, scene by scene through the trailer. I will be doing a video, kind of giving my full reaction to it, because like I said, I do have a lot of thoughts about this trailer. Go ahead and jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on After Ever Happy, After Everything, all the After spinoffs. It ends with us, Hush Hush, and The Mister. Once we start getting, more information on those last two films, I will be bringing you guys updated information on those as well. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates. Because I was terminated for so long, there's still some stuff from After We Collided that I do have to catch up on, including topic videos, and those are coming sooner rather than later. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to go to the heights that it has without you guys, and so for that, I'm eternally grateful. I know there are plenty of fans out there, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists or that's even back from termination in the first place. So please keep sharing the channel. Please keep spreading the word of Charles's Movie Channel, because this will easily be one of the best, not the best, book-to-movie adaptation channels you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the book-to-movie adaptation channel. I'll see you later. After fans, Joe fans, Hero fans, It Ends With Us fans, Blake Lively fans, Justin Baldoni fans, Hush Hush fans, The Mister fans, Book to Movie fans. Take care, y'all. Love you.